Welcome to R&B Reviews. I'm Rob, and Hannah is about a teenage girl who is raised by her father, a former CIA agent, in the desolate Arctic Circle, and trains her to fight, speak different languages, and be prepared to go up against her greatest enemy, a government agent, Marissa Viegler, played by Cate Blanchett. I think I enjoyed the beginning of the film probably the most because director Joe Wright creates some good establishing shots in the Arctic Circle to get us, the viewers, in the right mood, and we spend time with Hannah and her father, played by Eric Bana, and seeing their sort of day-to-day life of training her. And Wright at times uses very little dialogue and lets the actions of the characters do everything. I got the feeling that despite being made intelligent by her father, she wants to have a chance to have a normal childhood and is ready to, read, children's books like fairy tales instead of school books. But after that, the film kind of went up and down as Hannah leaves her isolated home when she is kidnapped by government agents, and she escapes and enters the world and discovers things for the first time. The actress playing Hannah, and forgive me if I mispronounce her last name, Saoirse Ronan. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, forgive me, I'm sorry. But anyway, she gives a great performance of somebody who is at first confident, but is kind of, is kind of conflicted by her new environment and confused by it and the technology around her. I think she does a great job at showing her character's curiosity, and I think the filmmakers, I don't know what's going on, but I think filmmakers now are trying to make films with all these different genres put together. Like, for example, we had action, romantic films like Night and Day and Killers, and we had a film recently I reviewed called The Adjustment Bureau, which was a Philip K. Dick sci-fi story with a romantic and fantasy elements. But Hannah is I think is an action teen coming-of-age dark comedy suspense thriller. I know, say that 3 times fast. I did not like the music to this movie. It was done by the Chemical Brothers, and I thought that the music, it really just didn't go well with the images. I mean, music is supposed to complement a movie, and I thought it was too loud. I felt like the whole score belonged to a dance club instead of a suspense movie. Sometimes I felt like the music was overtaking the images, and as a result, I thought it was kind of distracting. But I will admit, the music in the final chase with Hannah and Marissa Viegler was probably the only one that I thought worked well. But other than that, I felt like it just did not go well with the picture at all. At times, I felt like I was watching a movie where I wanted to have some emotional involvement, but the only time I did, I think, is when she is befriended by a British teen named Sophie who is on vacation with her family. I could see a friendship bond forming, and I did find that credible, and at first, I found the teen Sophie to be a little bit too much of an annoying, stereotypical teen, but I think Hannah kind of softened her up a bit. But I think at times, Joe Wright kind of overdid it on some camera shots, including my worst cinema enemy, the shaky cam. I know, and there's some shots like where Hannah's, standing in the desert where the camera just tediously goes around her. And I thought Wright kind of let some scenes run just a little bit too long. And I thought that the character of Isaac that Viegler hires to track down Hannah brought kind of an unnecessary campness to the film, and I felt that the tone needed to stay serious. But despite the many film flaws, I did enjoy the film, and the fight scenes were good, and they made the fight scenes in Sucker Punch look like amateur crap to me. Hannah is not for everyone, but I recommend seeing it in theaters. It is not a perfect film. It can be unfocused, and it feels, and a weird experience I had with this movie, it kind of feels longer than it really is. I mean, the movie runs for under 2 hours, and I went to see it. I felt like I was there a little longer, but other than that, I did enjoy it. It is an up and down film. There's some good moments, and then every so often there's some bad moments to go along with it. But overall, I did enjoy Hannah, and I hope that more people check it out and enjoy it as well. So that's my review of Hannah, so feel free to leave any comments about the movie if you have seen it or about this video. I greatly appreciate it. So thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on R&B Reviews.